Okay, today we're going to solve logs with variables. So there are some things that help make this a little bit easier. It's not just kind of do what you want. There are certain tips that'll help make this a lot better. We're going to start off pretty easy, and then we'll start using those laws of logarithms that we talked about yesterday. So at the top of your notes it says to solve an equation that contains one logarithmic term, you just need to rewrite the equation in exponential form. That's going to help a ton. So let's look at number one. We're going to change it to exponential. So remember, start with the base. This is what we did Monday or Tuesday. You want to start with the base and move counterclockwise to change to exponential. Okay, so we have 7 squared equals x. Okay, so what is 7 squared? 7 squared is 49. So you're going to have some easy problems like that where you just change it to exponential and you get your number. You're going to have some like number 2 where we don't know what the base is. You're going to have to figure that out. So let's change it to exponential. Start with your base, which is x, and then move counterclockwise. So x to the 3/2 equals 27. Okay. A lot of people don't know this off the top of their head. So you'll just have to guess and check. Put a number in for x and take it to the 3/2 power and guess and check on your calculator. So let's say you think, oh, well, it might be 2. So 2 caret 3/2, see if it gives you 27. And it doesn't. Next one, let's try 3. 3 caret to the 3/2 power. See what you get. Okay, so now put in 4 to the 3/2 power. Just keep trying numbers until you get 27. Okay, and so you keep putting in numbers, you should get to where x is 9. So go ahead and check me on that. Put in 9 caret 3/2 power. Make sure I'm right. But it should equal 27. Okay. Next one is number 3. So we're going to change it to exponential form. X to the 0 power equals 2. So start with your base, move counterclockwise, and we want to figure out what x is. Now, you're going to have to think, okay? You can start putting in numbers for x, but think about this. Anything to the 0 power gives you what? Okay, 1. Anything to the 0 power gives you 1. So this is not possible. There's no way, no matter what number I put in, whether it's positive, negative, a fraction, a decimal, whole number, whatever, there's no way I can get 2. Because anything to the 0 power is 1. Okay. Number 4, put it in exponential form. So 2 to the x power equals 64. Okay, so you're going to try out different, if you don't know 2 to the what gives you 64, go ahead and try some numbers. 2 to the 2nd power, 2 cubed, 2 to the 4th, 2 to the 5th. And keep trying numbers until you get 64. Okay, and you should get 2 to the 6th power equals 64. So x equals 6. Alright, on the back, this is where we start taking it a step further. We've done some easy problems, now we're going to step it up a little bit. So let's look at number 5. Okay, on number 5, we have log base of 2 of x minus 9 equals 4. Okay. Even though we have a parentheses, we have a binomial, you still want to put it in exponential form. Okay. So start with your base, move counterclockwise, and change it to exponential. So 2 to the 4th power equals x minus 9. Okay. Now, we're going to solve for x. So 2 to the 4th power, if you don't know what that is, go ahead and punch it in your calculator. 2 caret 4, and you should get 16. So 16 equals x minus 9. And to solve for x, we're going to save the x for last. So we're going to add 9 to both sides, and x equals 25. Okay, now let's try number 6. Okay, at the beginning of these notes, I told you guys how there are some tips, some tricks that'll help make this a little easier. So let's look at number 6. We have 15 plus 2 log base of 2 of x equals 25. Okay. Before I can put it in exponential form, I need this log by itself. Okay. So let's see, we're going to save this log for last. So if I'm trying to get everything away from it. I'm trying to get that log by itself on that side. So I'm going to subtract 15 to both sides. Okay, so I get 2 log base of 2 of x equals 25 minus 15 gives me 10. Okay. Now, I still don't have that log by itself. You see how there's a 2 in front? Okay. We don't really want to condense it or expand it like we did yesterday. But it's kind of like solving for x. If we're multiplying by 2, the opposite of multiplying by 2 would be dividing by 2. So we have log base of 2 of x equals 5. Now this looks a lot easier, right? It looks like the front of your notes. Okay, so once you get that log by itself, now put it in exponential form. So 2 to the 5th power equals x. And that you can just punch in your calculator. 2 to the 5th power gives me 32. And that's my answer. So just one of those tips, one of those tricks would be to get the log by itself before you change it to exponential. Makes it a lot easier. Alright, and we're going to look at number 7. Now, there are times where laws of exponents come into play. Number 7 is one of those times. And I'll show you. You'll be able to tell whenever your laws of exponents will help you.